What's up everybody, Angelo is with you, and today I'd like to present you the best game of 2020, and we have with white pieces Danyyil Dvirnyy and Alexei Shirov with the black pieces. And Shirov can do only one thing, to put fire in the board, but he can do it very well, and let's see how he have done it. We have d4, d5, c4, and definitely he played c6, the Slav Defense, and he would like to go for the most aggressive lines here, and we have a lot of fireworks on this Slav Defense. And after knight to f3, knight f6, and I'm not sure if you know that Mikhail Tal was Shirov's trainer. Maybe this is the reason why he is playing so aggressive chess. We have e3, this is one of the main lines, of course, bishop f5. Before putting the pawn on e6, he just developed the bishop on f5 very logically. Now we have knight to c3, e6, knight h4, a very nice move, and the idea behind this move is to capture the bishop for sure. Now we have bishop to e4, f3, kicking back the bishop, bishop d6, queen b3. This pawn on b7 is unprotected, and for that reason white would like to attack it immediately, because the bishop is in the other side of the board, cannot defend the pawn. So we have queen to c7, bishop d2, bishop e7, knight takes d6, h takes d6, and long castling. Here we have the first position, and as you can see, this pawn on h2 is not very well unprotected, and we have this powerful bishop here and the queen. What do you think? Shall we capture the pawn? Of course not, because if we just capture the pawn right now, then white can recapture here, queen takes h2, and after queen takes b7, we are start crying because this rook on a1 is unprotected, and we are going to lose a lot of material. For that reason, Shirov didn't do that. He just developed the knight, and now we have c takes d5, a very nice move, because now the knight cannot develop on c6 anymore. For that reason, he exchanged on d5, and now king b1. Of course, now black can capture on h7 and h2. Sorry, he can do it in this way. And after rook takes h2, queen takes h2. After this recapture on b7, we have this idea to put the rook on b8. But white is much better here, because we can grab another pawn. White is a pawn up, and the problem is that we cannot create any dangerous attack here on b2, because we have only a single rook here. So the rook cannot do anything by himself. He needs some helpers, and we don't have them. For that reason, it's not good to capture here on h2. So he played a6, another move. The idea is to expand in the queen side, right? And we have rook c1. This is another idea, putting the rook opposite to black's queen. And here we have another nice prophylactic move. After c takes d4, now our queen is opposite to the king, and for that reason white played step aside the king on b1. We have a6, rook c1, queen b8, and till here we had some games recently, and many players played this move, queen b6, aiming for the end game, and the position is complicated. And if black exchange queens, maybe there is nothing there for white. The position is close to equality, but this is Shirov's ability. He don't like to exchange queens. He would like to keep the pressure and create problems to his opponent. And one good rule how to do that is to keep the queens on the board. So he played this new move, queen b8. And now white played this natural move, h4, because he would like to protect the pawn, of course, and after that he would like to expand in the queen side and start with some attacking ideas there. And probably black's team will castling short, right, because he cannot do it in the queen side. It's much dangerous. No, so we have b5 now, and this is tactically justified and strategically, because the center is closed and we can start attacking on the queen side. This is a nice move, and actually this is like not only to attack something, but we might improve the knight. This is a positional move as well, the b5. It's very nice. So we have a4, and of course white start creating some problems here to black. He would like to capture on b5, And now this is another critical moment. What are you going to do now with black? And black has a lot of good ideas here. For example, he can push the pawn forward, or he can castling as Shirov did, and this is the best actually to castling, because he would like to create problems. And in order to create problems, you should not hesitate to sacrifice some pawns, some materials. And after this exchange, it didn't happen in the game, but after that, black can recapture here, and now white have some problems on how to recapture the pawn, because after queen takes b5, of course, we are not exchange queens. We should play here on a7, and you can see that now these pieces are very powerful in this rank, in the A file, and after in this file, and after that we can bring the other rook on b8, and you can see now, you can imagine that black definitely have something there, tremendous initiative. So let's went back. After that move, he can just capture the pawn with another move order. After a takes b5, a takes b5, he can grab the pawn with the knight. And now we have a brilliant move again. Difficult move to spot is rook a6, the best computer move. What is the idea? He cannot move the knight because the queen is unprotected, and after that we can put the queen on a7, put the other rook on b8 and create a lot of problems. For example, he cannot put the knight immediately, we can capture the queen. If he just plays something, I don't know, something, and give the move to the black again, we should put the queen on a8. The next move is rook b1, and for example, if he try to do this double threat, then we have a check, king c2, capture here, king will recapture, we have another check, king c2, and now we have this nice spin in the in the C line, sorry, and black is winning here. But it's just a variation, it didn't happen in the game. White player thought about all these things and he decided to close the files because his king is there, and for that reason he would like to keep everything closed. And now Shirov, he brings the last piece in the attack, the last heavy piece, rook c8, very nice. Bishop to d3, very well played for both players, because white is just developed his pieces. And now we have a very nice move, a very difficult move to spot it from the first sign. He played queen g3. And now it's little difficult for white how to protect this pawn on g7, right? Because the queen here is annoying white and he is threatening that pawn, and he should do something. He went here, the most logical, rook c g1, and now we have a fantastic move from black side in order to put some fire in the board and create some attack. And in order to do that, you should sacrifice material. And he played rook c4, a nice pivot square for the rook, and now he might double the rooks here, he might kick away the knight, and the main idea behind that move is after this recapture, bishop takes c4, we can recapture with the d pawn, for example. Yeah, with that pawn, you can see that these pawns are fantastically placed, they are very active, they are cooperating with the bishop, and we will start kick back the white pieces. For example, queen c2, we have b4 now. After this move, after this retreatment, we might break the knight in the center or do other things. Knight e2, attacking the queen, queen on c7, for example, e4, and now we have a lot of ideas here. One of them is b3, because we're attacking the queen, the bishop is very active, the rook can join the attack, we have this breakthrough on c3 one day, and black's position is have the initiative here. If you put this position on the computer, of course, white might have some initiative, or computer assess this position a little better for white, but during the practical game it's very hard to do something. And now I can see another idea. For example, after queen c1, for example, we might play queen to c6 and then queen a4 and then deliver checkmate there. This is another good idea, right? So we have plenty of good ideas here. After that, for that reason, after rook c4, white didn't touch this rook. He played f4, he would like to calm down the game and cut off this retreating rod with the queen. So the queen is on the king side now. And we have doubling of the rooks. Of course, Shirov continued with his plan, offering once again this rook on c4, because he will eliminate one of the best pieces, white pieces, this powerful bishop on d3, and he will continue his attack. Now we have queen c1 and b4. Start the attack. b4, knight to e2, attack the queen, and queen g4. We have knight c1, and you can see the good players put the pieces around to the king. He would like to exchange queens, and everything looks nice. But now we have a fantastic move, and this is the move that makes this game very, very special. Can you spot the move here? It's white's turn, it's black's turn, black to play. And he played knight e4, offering his queen. And white cannot actually capture the queen, because if he captures the queen, then the bishop on d2 is unprotected. This is a check, and after king h1, for example, king a1, then we can play the pawn on b3. The idea is to deliver a checkmate here on a4, and unfortunately white have a lot of heavy pieces, but these pieces are located in the king side and cannot help here in the queen side. And this is the right way to put fire in the board. Do it like Shirov. So he didn't capture the queen, he went here, bishop e2, very natural move, queen c5, creating problems once again. He cannot just push the pawn on g4 now, because there is another checkmate. We might grab the bishop, this is check, and after king a1, for example, we can deliver this checkmate. This is discover check and double check, because we are threatening the king with a knight and queen. So he cannot do anything. After that, he cannot play g4. Another fantastic move, so queen f5. Bishop to d3 back, what else to do? And now knight d f6. He protects this g4 idea, he overprotects this knight, and you can see that black's position is fantastic now, right? Because all of black pieces are extremely active, cooperating each other, and we cannot say the same about the white pieces. And now we have g4, finally he captured here, and now rook takes g4. Once again, and as you can see, it looks that we just grab a piece. But Shirov had something in mind, and he had in mind to sacrifice his queen by force. Now he captured the rook, and after this recapture, queen takes g4, he captured here on d2, this is a check, king a1, and now he finally delivered the final checkmate. This is checkmate in 5 moves, but you can try to think by yourself. And the checkmate will start with this move, rook c1. This is the first check. I'll enter a new variation in order to have it in the notes, and for example you can just capture the rook. This is another check, king here, and we have a final checkmate with the pawn. See, similarly to my game, I managed to deliver in the previous video. You've seen that I delivered checkmate with a pawn, and Shirov can do the same. And of course white can delay the checkmate a little more. For example, after this check he can drop the bishop on c1 to delay the checkmate, but this is not something serious. And I hope you enjoyed that fantastic game, and the critical moments of this game was here, that Shirov didn't went for the queen exchanges with queen b6, he didn't want that, but he played queen b8, tried to keep the initiative. And now after h4 b5 we have another critical moment, and the critical moment is, let me find the position, is when he sacrificed his queen. After bishop to e2 he went, after knight e2 he went knight e4. This is another fantastic position. I'll add the diagram here, and finally he sacrificed his queen here on after g4, capture on g4, rook takes g4 and queen takes g4 in order to create this fantastic checkmate. I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course you are very welcome to click the thumbs up button, and I hope you enjoyed that fantastic game, maybe the best of 2020. All the best.
So, why you should become a member? This is an amazing opportunity to you to support the channel and gain access to exclusive perks. Well, it's not just about supporting the channel, it's about becoming part of the exclusive community. you'll be helping me to continue creating the content you love, and in return you get some fantastic benefits. We have 3 membership levels tolerated fit everyone needs: the gold, the diamond and the platinum. Join as a member is a great way to interact with me directly. You will get loyalty badges next to your name in comments, access to custom emojis and special discounts. I prioritize replies to members. Access exclusive videos available only for members to enhance your chess skills. The time to improve is now. On the Platinum membership plan you will get a chess course for free. So what you are waiting for? Click the join button to become a member today. Let's take this journey together to the next level and unlock these amazing perks.